This now be the end of Prince Harry's Invictus Games, and as ever, why? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're all keeping well, whatever you're doing. I know I often say this, but I truly mean it. All got to look after each other, haven't we, in this very troubled world. You know, over here we've got so many political problems, which is my other job. And right now, of course, you know, we've got our Prime Minister Boris Johnson still battling it out over Cake Gate out at 10 Downing Street. Oh yes, it's still going on. I sort of think, you know, that question, that sort of phrase that the kids use, isn't it? Third world problems. There are bigger things in the world to worry about than a piece of cake and breaking a few laws out at 10 Downing Street. You know, there's Ukrainian war going on, the cost of living, and I'm sure it's the same wherever you live. We all have bigger problems, and I never understand why the media just focus on the small ones about, you know, bric-a-bracs, that sort of stuff. Move forward. Stay cheery and simply just make sure that your life goes in the right direction. Back as ever though to your breaking royal story of the day. It's all about the Invictus Games, and as we know, we saw Prince Harry out in the Hague alongside the former cable TV actress Meghan Markle, changing her outfit numerous times. I quite liked a few of them I didn't, but then again, and also I don't know about you, have you noticed how much these things cost? You kind of think, how much for that? But on a serious note, the Invictus Games was something of a success, but how successful will it be moving forward? I've done a little bit of digging around, and the problem is that the Invictus Games are incredibly expensive to put together. It's not really just the fact that, of course, there's donations and charities involved, and of course, you know, sponsors, that sort of stuff, but also there's money from the governments. Now, as we know, it's already been announced that it could be in Dusseldorf next year in Germany, so, you know, they're going to have to stump up quite a bit of money to put on such a spectacular show. But really it all boils down to a couple of problems, and as ever these could relate back to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, because a lot of people are basically speculating, well, will his sort of pull, now he's out of the British monarchy, be enough to secure such a big event? You know, when you think about it, this event was a huge event, whichever way you look at it, but there's a lot of money thrown at that, in particular from their production team, Archewell itself, which of course is funded by Netflix. Now, the appeal of that is, of course, the fact that it's a major TV production, obviously. But moving forward for Prince Harry, if he doesn't have the power of Netflix, or indeed another major station who wishes to maybe broadcast it live, and I'm sure there will be a few, but it will be difficult to secure the sort of money, the power and the reach that Netflix has got, how can they sustain themselves? The other side of the coin as well is that a lot of people, once they've seen this particular event streamed later in the year, might say, okay, well, I've seen it once, you know, do we need to invest so much money? So in order for Prince Harry to maintain this stature, this, you know, is his big sort of thing that he's going to focus on every year and make it bigger and better every year, well, that all really is down to how much money can be put forward from it. Now, as we can imagine, Prince Harry himself wouldn't necessarily want to put his own money into that. After all, he's been paid by a TV channel in order to live, if you believe him. But moving forward, a lot of people are predicting that this could be the biggest and last hurrah of the Invictus Games. Now, as ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.